Hello, my little artists. My name is Miss Cat with Comic Kids. Today we are going to have a really fun time drawing this character, Sonic the Hedgehog. He is a great character to draw. You guys are going to love it. So you're going to go ahead and get your paper and pencil and something to color with. We're going to get started drawing Sonic Hedgehog. And don't forget, if you like watching videos where you can learn how to draw comic and cartoon characters, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started.
Teaching kids art through comics, cartoons, and books. Comic Kids!
Okay friends, let's get started drawing Sonic Hedgehog. I'm going to find the center of my paper here. These are some of the colors I'm going to be using a little bit later. Blue and tan for his body, green for his eyes, and red for his sneakers. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the bottom of his face, which is the shape of a wide letter U. So let me just draw that here, and you can see what I mean by a wide U. You see how it's a little wider than a normal U? Very good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and find the center of that wide U, and I'm gonna add a little oval in there. That oval is his nose. Very good, my friends. Okay, so Sonic has a tan face at the bottom and blue on top, so we want to show that it's divided into tan and blue. I'm going to come on top of his nose and do a little bit of a curved line that goes down and then goes back up like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to come over, go down a little bit and back up. Very good, friends. Let's go ahead and give Sonic a very mischievous little smile, and what I mean by that is I'm going to do a curved line that goes up like this, kind of off to one side of his face, and a little line like that. That makes him look like he's doing a little bit of a smirk, which is a mischievous smile. Very good. Let's go ahead and get into his eyes. The way I'm going to do that, I'm going to come on top of this little nose that I did, and I want to draw the letter U, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing. I'm going to come over, I'm going to explain it in a moment. All right, so I want you to leave a little bit of space there. Do a U, but kind of make it taper, and then we're going to finish doing the eyes. His eyes are really big, but I just want to make sure that you get that centered in your drawing. Very good, so I'm going to come back over, and I'm going to finish out the eye by coming around and ending it right there. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Very good, my friends. So just gonna come over and end my eye in there. Awesome. So Sonic has green eyes, and we are going to draw them now and kind of in the shape of an oval over here. So I wanna show you where I am gonna be drawing this. I'm gonna come over here like this and draw an oval that kind of comes off this middle area. You see what I just did? And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just like that. Very good. On the inside of that, I want to draw a pupil. So I'm going to draw a little black area like that. And over here as well. I'm going to be coloring this in later, but I just wanted to show that there's a little bit of a pupil in there. Very good, my friends. Okay, I'm going to come up in this area right around here and here, and I'm going to start drawing his ears. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. They're going to be kind of like a triangle shape. So right over here, I'm going to do a triangle that's at a little bit of an angle. You see what I mean? Like it's off to the side. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So a little bit of a triangle that is off to an angle a bit. And then on the outside of that, I'm going to be coloring that part. This is the inside of the ear. I'm going to be doing the outside of it in blue. So I want to do another line that is a little bit wider and bigger than that on this side, and the same over here. I'm not connecting it at the bottom. I'm just doing a bit of a bigger line like this and like that. And then we're going to go ahead and stop. Very good, friends. So one of the things that Sonic is most recognized for is this big blue hair that he has, this kind of pointy big hair. So I'm gonna come to the top of his head here where I stopped those ears, and I'm gonna give him this kind of big arching wave. So you see where I connected it, right? It almost kind of looks like a shark fin. I connected it from this ear to this ear and just kind of went up and over, and that's the top of his hair. Very good, friends. And then I want to show that he's also got kind of wide hair on the sides. So if you notice, my character's ear does not touch his face. I've got a little bit of space between there, which is good. That's what I wanted to do. If yours does, that's not a problem. But I'm going to come out and I'm going to draw this big kind of pointy hair on this side. So I'm going to make another little kind of a shark fin, but a little bit smaller. It's going to come out like that. Very good. And then I'm going to do a bigger one down here. So I'm going to kind of come over, bigger, and then go back to the body. Very good. So we've got the big fin and then the two on that side. Awesome, friends. So we're going to make the same shape that we have over there. We're going to do it over here. So I'm going to come right to the bottom of this ear, come down, and once again kind of make this shark fin shape, just like I did over here. And then I'm going to do it one more time down here. Remember the one at the bottom, a little bit bigger. Awesome. Very good, everyone. Fabulous. And there you have it. We've got his hair, his face, and we're going to add a couple more little details on his face. I want his eyebrows to look kind of serious. So I'm going to go ahead and give him some eyebrows up here at the top of his head. The top of his eye. I'm going to do a little bit of an eyebrow like that, like a kind of like an eyelid. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then because I want to make him look like he means business, I'm going to draw a little bit of a line in here that makes it look like he's scrunching his eyebrows a little. Very good, everyone. One last little detail that you can add into your character's face, and you're really going to notice it when we color him. Go ahead and add a circle inside his nose. What I'm going to do later is I'm going to be coloring his whole nose in black, but I'm going to leave that little circle I just did white so that it looks like it's shiny. Very good. We're going to go ahead and move to the bottom of our character's head, and we're going to draw his body. Okay, everyone, find yourself right here at the bottom of his face, and we're going to go ahead and draw two lines that kind of come out. Let me just show you where. One and number two right here. That is his shoulder and his arms, or at least the beginning of it. Very good. And then I'm going to do a second line. His arms are kind of relatively thin in comparison to his head and his body. So his body is small in comparison to his head. So we're going to be drawing a smaller body than we did head. So I'm doing two little arms, right? And I want to leave space for his body right in here. Very good. So his body is just going to be just like the human form, kind of this shape in here. We're going to come in a little bit like that and that. And that's his torso. Very good. All right, friends, let's get to drawing Sonic Hedgehog's legs. So I'm going to come out and bow them out a little bit. A bowed leg means it's a little bit rounded. So I'm doing two kind of curved. They curve a little bit, those lines. Very good. And just like his arms are kind of thin, his legs are too. So I'm going to give him a thin leg over here, the inside of his leg, and over here as well. Very good. And then right in here, I'm just going to kind of draw a line across. Very good, friends. Now we all know that Sonic can run very fast, so we are going to give him a big old pair of sneakers and socks. So when we get to the bottom of our legs, we're going to do a curved line. We're going to close it off. I want to show you what I mean, that little curve. And then I'm going to do a little curved line over here. That is going to be the top of his socks. So the next step that we're going to take to draw the sock is another curved line that goes around. So you see I went back up on the leg and then curved it around like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So kind of a curved little line, almost looks like a donut, sort of. Very good. So that's the top of his sock. Awesome. We're going to do one more, just like we did here. We're going to do another kind of rounded, curved line and then go back up. It's like he's got these two layers of socks that are kind of rolled over. And there you have it. So we've got two of them now. Very good. And we're going to get into drawing his big sneakers. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and get into drawing his sneakers. Remember, they're a little bit on the big side for his body. So I'm gonna kind of come to the bottom of this sock and I'm just gonna kind of swoop it over the beginning of one sneaker. Very good. And then bring it back to the body with a little bit of a curved line back in this direction. And then bring that heel up to the character's sock. That's the beginning of his sneaker. Very good. And then it's got this bottom line to it. So I'm gonna take that same shape. I'm gonna do two little lines right at the edge, the corners kind of, and then do that same shape. So all we did is kind of a second line in there. Very good. We're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna draw that same shape over here. All right, friends, so I'm gonna do exactly what I did. I'm gonna come up here, gonna kind of bend it over and stop. Do a little line in the back, like that. And then kind of just connect those lines to one another. Great. Now in this case, I'm gonna draw my line on the inside, the second line that I did, because that's the way that I drew it, but all you need to do is add that second line in there. Very good, friends. Now Sonic has a little bit of a design on his sneaker. It's kind of this white line, and to make it look like the sneaker itself, his shoe is rounded, I'm gonna make that line curved. So when you curve it, that makes the whole shoe look like it's curved. And then a second line like that. So you see how it kind of makes it look like it's arched over. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So curve number one, very good. And curve number two, and there you have it, curved shoes. The last thing we're gonna do is draw Sonic's hands. So we're gonna do something very similar to what we did with these socks. We're kind of this donut shape. So once again, we're gonna close the arm off just like we did with the shoe. So I'm gonna close it right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna do a little bit of a curved line and I'm gonna close that arm off. Then exactly how I did here, I'm gonna kind of draw that little donut shape, it kind of curves around. These are his gloves. And the same thing on this side. I'm gonna curve it around. Very good, friends. And I wanna do that little shape one more time. So I'm gonna do another little kind of donut shape on this side. And another one over here. Awesome job, everyone. Very good. Now, sometimes drawing hands can be tricky, so I want you guys to be patient with yourselves. We're gonna be drawing Sonic with a fist, so he's gonna have his fingers closed. The way we're gonna do that is we're gonna come from under this kind of folded glove area, and the first thing we're gonna do is a little line that comes out. That's gonna be his thumb. We're gonna just do a little line like that, and then we're gonna kind of keep his fingers stacked over on this side. I'll show you what I mean. So you got a thumb. I'm gonna extend my line just a little longer, and then I'm gonna start doing the pointer finger. Come down with a line like this. I'm gonna go back over, and I'm gonna go back up. And this is gonna be my pointer finger kind of folded in there. And then I'm just gonna stack the other fingers. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a line like that goes back up. And then I'm gonna kind of tuck that pinky in there. We're only gonna see these 4 fingers. So I've got the pointer finger folded over, the middle, and then this little pinky and a thumb. Now what I wanna do is I'm gonna add a tiny little line right here, just like we did with his smile. I'm gonna add a little line in there. That little line helps it make it look like this finger is kind of folded in. You see the difference that little line makes? Very good. Okay, friends, let's come to this side and do the same thing we did. Remember, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do our thumb in a little bit of an extended line. So it's kind of like a backwards letter C. And then just like we did over here, we're gonna go down a little bit, back over, and up, just like that. Very good, everyone. And then just like we did here, we're gonna kind of stack those fingers. So I'm gonna come over here, stack a finger, And then the little pinky, I'm barely gonna show it, and I'm gonna go back to the body, just like that. And remember that last little detail that we wanna draw on this hand is that little line. I'm gonna do it right here. That is gonna make it look like our finger is folded over. Awesome, friends. Okay, everyone, the last thing we're gonna do in our characters, we're gonna draw this kind of egg shape in the middle of his body. It's a little wider at the top, kind of like an egg-shaped oval. And then back to the body. And we are going to be coloring that part in tan while the rest of his body is blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and color on my own, and you guys are gonna color on your own. I had so much fun drawing Sonic Hedgehog with you. And you know, my friends, there's one little detail that I forgot to add in here, and it is his little tail. I did not notice until I was coloring. So I'm adding it now, just this little, tiny little shark fin kind of hook, and I'm gonna color it in blue. I had so much fun drawing Sonic Hedgehog with you guys. I'm sure you did an amazing job on your drawings. I'll see you real soon. Okay, my friends, I hope that you guys had a fun time drawing this amazing character with me. I love drawing Sonic, and I hope that you did too. I will be seeing you guys real soon. Comic Kids is a nonprofit helping children in the community learn art through comics, cartoons, and books. To learn more, see our website at comickids.org and follow us on Instagram. For more videos like these, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.